Channel Vortex.
Well, I am back, and I am kind of let everything repair. And I had a lunch, I took a nap, did all that good stuff. So, but I'm back. Turn this light on, and I guess I'm gonna go out here and check out some other targets. Earlier, I had a 25, and I'm just gonna see what else there is out here. Well, looky here, somebody came by and opened up all the cargo and didn't clean up at all. Alright, well, let me see. I have seen, here's a 41. I'm going to go check out this 41. I've seen 43. Seen 45. Seen a 47. Let me, okay. It looks very similar to the 25, I think. It's actually less things in here. But there is a Kodiak and a nuke cruiser. That's pretty easy. That's what the points are there. That was about 40, 40.6. Okay. And I actually was expecting a full load of resources because out of the 25 I got that. But here I only got 59 million. Now, I don't know that these are really, because my target is 27 million, and if you think that if I were to hit 10 of those, it'd be 400,000. So I'd have to hit about 25 of them to get 1 million, and then multiply that times 27 to finish. I don't think that, you know, again, I'm not really after a grind, and the grind is just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. I only had one damaged boat in there this time, and 10-minute repair. That's pretty good. Did down Harlocks. I'm kind of excited about my Nighthawk. Only having like 4 hours and 20 minutes left. I've only got 78 gold though, so I have to go ahead and just be patient and not do anything. Maybe I could go ahead and plan my what I'm going to do next. I actually have a hull built that I was thinking about trying to refit, and let's see, definitely not any of these. This is Siege Missile MCX, but I know y'all have seen the new Siege Missile. I mean, it's less weight and everything, so even if I were to put the new Siege Missile in here, these things would be a whole lot better. But I'm really kind of leaning towards, my guard, even though I keep saying I'm not going to do that. But I do have this Viper that needs to go in my guard. Oh, that's not it. That's an R5 interdictor. Oh, there it is. That's my Viper. And I'm thinking about just loading it up with evade and the torp missiles, and put it in front. And I do also have my Grimshine too. Eventually I want to put my Grimshine like right here, and because I don't know, I just figure if somebody's trying to run around, if they're not being patient, if they're patient, then they could probably get away with sitting right here, but then they're going to get beat up by my meteor mortars and my javelins and my brimstones. Well, that brimstone there ain't got crap for range, but everything else does. But I do want to make this a gargoyle too. But anyway. Let me see here. Oops. There's somebody in KDE pretending to be Mofo. Wearing a KDE tag. I find that quite comical. His name's Mofo. His Mofo Resurrected, but it's not him. It's just another impersonator.
It's funny.
Yeah. And once I put my Viper in, I can get rid of my Vanguard. So I'm thinking, maybe eventually I want to put my Grimshine back in. Widen that out a little bit. And then I'll have a Harlock, and I'll have my Enforcer, and I'll have my Viper interdictor right there. And this guy, okay, I can't put twerps on him, but I can load him up with, I did have kind of an idea with this Viper, with this Mastodon, with that extra range that it has, because you can put that deluge missile on compound. See, this on here is just, I think you can put compound on these. Well, it's not showing torpedoes only. These ones here are compound. But if you were to run this in there, I mean, because that's like some crazy range. If you pair it up with the Solid Fuel Booster 3, there it is. The reload range on that, reload time on that is 5. But This one right here, if you put that in there and then had like a mastodon, let me just do I probably put agility. Oop, that's armor slot. Agility on there, solid fuel booster 3, and trying to think of what else would go good on there. I could probably put something like the they have a special in there for making the missile damage hurt more. I know they do. Enhanced warhead or something. That's it. But this range right here would be like 101. Okay, the same thing as the Enforcer. And if you put a Mastodon in your fleet too, I don't know if I'd go Siege. Well, the standard damage on it was pretty high, so even that could be really good. Oh, looky here. All right, let me launch this guy back out here and get on with my event. I'll keep that screen up and all right, let's take a look at this 43. It's a shame. I kind of wanted to start at the bottom and work my way up, but so far the only thing I've seen from the 20s is the 25. See a lot of 43s. There's the 45. Hey, Pollock. Just trying to look at the different water targets. I'm only seeing a 25 for what's in the 20s. I don't know if there's anything in the 20s other than a 25. That's all I'm seeing. Have you seen anything other than a 25, babe? That's
no. Not yet, I haven't.
Yeah, see, there's another 25. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to go for a 43 then. Are you hitting a 43?
No, I did the 43. It gave me like an hour damage.
Oh.
So I'm testing out something else. I'm using my IR wolves to take out the 2 boats that have thermal. And then I'm coming back in here with my
subs
to kill the other 2 boats. And it's working out in the 41. I did have to go in there with my IR wolves twice to kill the 2 boats. And then my subs are able to kill the other 2 boats.
Alright, well, the things in here are not immediately activated, so that's kind of cool. I think what I'll do is just see if I can just go all the way across and then come up. That way at least they have to turn. I'm curious if they all activate at once or if they will activate in increments. And looking at the weapons, alright, he's got cryo launcher on him. They do all activate at once. Well, that's a lot coming at you at one time. I'm not quite sure which one to worry about the most. Let me get this out of the way here and just go straight down. That doesn't look.
The two last boats are the hard boats. They take a lot to kill. Try to only battle one at a time.
Yeah. Trick is, would be nice to be able to get some kind of pinch on there. Maybe I ought to come out with a new road crew that increases your chances of getting a pinch UAV or something like that. That's what I'm talking about right there. That was awesome.
Better than me.
That was awesome. See what the points were on the 43. 76.5. And I did get max. See what that repair time looks like. "16 minutes.
A lot better than mine. Gonna try this 45.
I guess doing it consistently is a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
50 cal, you said the rate is easy, huh? You think how many points you think you're going to be able to get? I'm actually going for 27 million myself. The simply because the top prizes, I have everything except for the top prizes, so I need that Siege Missile Z, Mastodon, and Avenger to keep my collection complete. Well, there's actually two other holes that I don't have. I never did get the standard Lightning Carrier, and of course I don't have the Proto Nemesis. You're using Seawolves on Elite. Down to the back, you have 2 million points and spent 0 coin. I heard that. I mean, how many hours though for 2 million points? How much time have you put in, if you don't mind me asking? I haven't spent any coin yet either, by the way. I'm at 1.7. I do love this new missile though. That Siege Missile is going to be awesome. Oh, 9 hours for 2 million points. Some people might think that's not great. But if you're going for 27 million points and you only got 2 million in 9 hours, and you're going to get 12 million, the Z-Torps and one of the missiles. All the Z-Torps are in there. If you can get that Siege Missile, I highly recommend you getting that. And yeah, the Siege Torp Z right there is 6 million. So, and it's a good Torp. I mean, I've got that. Oh, I heard that school's out. Fall break. Awesome. Alright. Let me put this back on the screen here. And I'm waiting for 5 minutes, so let me put that up just so I can check on it from time to time. And I'll put this build screen up here. And I was just kind of thinking, well, let's see here. This guy right here, I'd want to put all Hornets on. I mean, I like the Hornets, just because of how fast they replenish, and I think that's great. Now, this is going to be would be for a base card. I would want to put the UAV power cell on it. Because it's a base card, I'd probably also want to put agility and maybe, excuse me, They got the heavy plating. I'm a big fan of heavy plating on a base guard. Right there. But it's like, it doesn't really help my evade a whole heck of a lot. My evade is 39.7, so all my armor is going to be evade. And I would like to go D5E on everything, but that's potentially quite heavy. I'm going to just go with D3 for right now, and then I'm going to work on these other things. This right here, I would suggest, once you get some rank, you're going to, the D92S is going to be really, really good, and if you look at the weight, that's 700. The F is 970. So weight-wise, this one here is potentially better, I think. Oops. Alright, let's do that again. I've got to hold down my control key. Alright. Now, if you got a high evade hitter coming in, these things really aren't very accurate. The accuracy on these is 50, but the Enforcer does have a built-in accuracy bonus, as I recall. So between that, specials, again, I would definitely go with the heavy plating 3. Now, the heavy plating gives ballistic, explosive, and missile defense. It really doesn't do anything at all against radioactive weapons. So you might want to consider some radioactive defense. You might want to go with like a reflective coating, and then maybe some lead armor. And that's actually what I'm missing on this guy right here, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I might want to get my radioactive defense up. That does have 40% built into it. And then, let me see here. Let's put a D4 on there. I put a CP4 on there just in case I'm getting hit with UAVs. And maybe I would put a, and I hate to say, the D5 makes sense because it helps with the evade. I mean, it's pretty well-rounded boat right there. But I don't have Doc 11 yet, so maybe I ought to factor in Doc 11, I don't know. Let me see where my repairs are at. 6 minutes, so I got 1 more minute to look at this. The Grimshine is basically just there for the armor and to boost everything, so you know that's really where you'd want to go with this guy. Its radioactive defense initially is 30%. I think if I put a couple of chaos on there, it's for rocket chaos. It does increase your radioactive defense a little bit, just a smidge, the more you put on there. The radioactive defense, for specials, the reflective coating gives you a lot more, and it gives you evade too, so you can put that on there. You can put, you can't put another evade on there, but I need to put some kind of a pinch. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't even need pinch, do I? Because even it's still going to charge up the rest of the guard. I'll look at that again in a bit. Alright. So I guess it looks like there's only 5 water targets from what I can tell. There's a 25, a 41, 43, 45, and a 47. I haven't hit a 45 yet, so I guess I'll go up here.
It's got a NIMI in it.
The 45's got a NIMI in it?
Yep.
Let me go up there. Let me go up there and peek it with my... my wife's told me that the 45 and the 47 both have a proto-nemesis in there. I'm just going to peek up the gunboat real quick and... Wow, they're active right off the get-go too. Alright. A cryo launcher, cryo launcher. Well, that's not cryo, is it? Hey, Mingus 99.99. And I guess I'll try hitting that with a Harlock and see how it goes. I do have a rocket handy. I would play music for you guys, but when I put these on YouTube, YouTube freaks out. YouTube doesn't like it. I never did get me a sponsor, so I haven't made anything off any of these videos yet, even through monetization, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to see if I can make something. Oh, nice. Mines right off the get-go. Let me see if I can try to get these guys to stack a bit. Now that Proto, I'm sure he's got to have some kind of missiles on there. And that just means simply that he's going to... there we go. Come on, honey bunny. See if I can get a little something something on that guy. I don't need no marathon UAVs. I need pinch ones. Look at that. How is that for awesome? I'm only at 1.7 last I checked. I'm curious what I just got for that, though. I haven't really played much. Everything I've done, though, I've streamed so far, so. Alright, that's 66.5K. Well, that doesn't make any sense. 66.5. Because for the 43, I got 76.5, so I got 10,000 more points. And that one there cost me a pinch to keep my damage low. And I got less res, too. I got 59 million for the 45. Alright, let's see here. Let me get in there first and start another pinch. That was pretty awesome. I'll go with medium. Damage looked like it was quite a bit more, though. It just looked to me like the 45 is not a great deal. That was a 45-minute repair. Okay. Alright, so I can break this one up a little bit. And I don't mind spending one coin if I need to. I got 78. Oh, you think that might have been hit already? Alright. Oh, let me see. I didn't put my tempo out. See if I can. No. Can't use a mercenary. Oh well. Alright. Here's one. Yeah, the 43, I got like more 10,000 more points. I got more resources and a lot less repair. There's a whole bunch of them down here. Now it looks exactly the same. Yeah, I think they all look the same. So I checked two more, man, and they're all the same. Hey, give me just a second. I'm going to step away for a minute, and I'm just going to take a. Yeah, kicks out logics. You're right. Be right back. I'm just going to take a real quick restroom break. I'm back, fellas. All right. All right. Fleet. Speed up. Instant.
Are you hungry?
Um, I'm not yet, but I mean, I guess if you're gonna if you're talking about picking up some fast food for him, and you're thinking about getting it for all of us,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine with me.
I'll go to Chick-fil-A. Drop off a combo, then I'll bring me a new combo.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A's fine.
You want chicken sandwich or salad? Chicken salad?
Yeah, chicken salad's fine, babe.
Hello.
All right, so
Hold on
here
a
I go.
second. Oh, I'm leaving.
Oh,
Hey,
all
I'll be
right.
right back.
Sorry about that. This is what happens when you keeping it casual. All right, so here I got a 19-minute. I'm going to go ahead and drop a coin on here. I just want to pick the one that has the most damage on it. 11,989. That one's 11. This one has the most damage. It has the least amount of health. So, oh, well, look at that. I'll just go ahead and put them all in here. And start repair. I'll go ahead and drop a coin on there. And then wait 2.5 minutes. And I'll be out sailing the seas again. Alright. Now let me think here. So, this guy here needs to have a crap ton of armor on him. And is really the main thing. Just because the more armor that's on him, the more shocks I'm going to get. And the two biggest armors are the CP4, which is 2285, and also for the Drac, it's the D5E, which is 2250. Darn, you know what? I just realized on my presentation that I did for the Thursday night show that I used 2250. I just assumed they were both the same, and I just looked, and they're not both the same. They're, at least on here, that one's 2285. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I definitely need to have. I can't, as far as evade goes, because I put that one on there. I can't actually use guidance scramble or agility system. I can use an evade upgrade, but right now I currently don't have any pinch resistance. But I'm not. That's not really a priority for me. The pinch, because the priority for me is that it takes damage, and that's why it has to have a lot of armor. So even if I left it just as it is, it'd be fine probably. You see this right here gets the armor up to 22,996. Every 1,500 damage, it's going to activate all the boats in the fleet. 50 cal. I guess you use Huggies a lot. If you like this boat right here, for example, I select an armor slot. I can pick any armor I want in here, right? And if I hold down my control key and then I click, I'm going to assume right now I'm going to put D5E on there. So I'm going to hold down my control key, then I click that, and then it adds it to the clipboard. And when it's on the clipboard, I can actually paste also using the control key. So I can just go like that. That's how I did it so fast. Now Huggies is awesome. He's a very approachable guy too. He manages himself so just very, very well. He's a very impressive individual. Huggy is. We actually did manage to get him in our captain's quarters. Tried to get him to make a guest appearance on the show, but he seems to feel that he has a face for radio. So. Oh yeah, and you can do the same thing with the weapons. Obviously, you can't do that with the specials because you can't put the same special on multiple times except for like an upgrade. But yeah. Okay. Let me. Oh, look at there. Let me go ahead and finish this guy. All right. So lastly is a 47. Now I'm kind of hesitant, quite honestly, and I only say that because the 45 had a protonym in. I don't have a pinch now, so pinch is not really an option because I just juiced it on the 45. But I guess I can always peek it with a gunboat and then just try it later. Let me go ahead and peek a 47 real quick. Oh, that's not a peek. Where's my gunboat? There's my gunboat. Hi, Joel. Oh, hold on a second. I just realized that the chat is cut off. Let me. Alright, so there's the top. And just drop this down a smidge. There we go. How does the chat look now? There's a torpedo bay in here. Well, that sucks. Let's go. Alright, nothing's active. But that one looks really, really tough. Now, it really just looks tough because of the torpedo bays, because the torpedo bays tend to really, really hurt a lot more than regular torps, you know. In here, I'd probably want like a really high evade fleet, but then I think if I got close enough to torpedo bays for them to start firing, I'd probably end up activating everything in here as well. Alright, I think I'm definitely going to hold off on that one, because that one there looks like it needs Haha. Yeah, that would definitely take some money. I mean, when you're talking about 5 minutes of drone, and you know he didn't use one, um, you know what I'm saying? You know he didn't use one. Well, anyway, let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and see what... I remember in here, the next one was 3. I need to see what it looks like. Well, Joel, were you looking at the 47 with me just then? If you were looking at the 47 with me just then, there was torpedo bays and then in there that also had thermal. Uh, this one right here looks like I could probably go in here and do some subbing, quite honestly. No, that 47 had torpedo bays. I guess you kind of overlooked those. You didn't see that. Alright, let me get me some subs out. Yeah, the Proto has like, I think the Proto thermal range is like 80, I think. And I'm determining that based on the Siege campaign, um, or the Elite campaign, is because the Proto in that was able to see me before I was able to start shooting at it. I didn't die, but I took a lot of damage. I lost a boat or 2 off of that. And quite honestly, there was a couple of times when I was trying to hit some other boats and I still got too close to the Proto, and they ended up being able to see me even though I was outside of the range of the interceptors. But here, I should be able to go ahead and do some subbing on this particular one. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. Are you saying the subs are going to, or the interceptors are going to see me in here? Oh, that guy's dead. Now I'm sure there's mines in here, cryo mines. I almost wish I had one of my Nighthawks with sonar on it. You know, even though my last Nighthawk's about done, I may just go as far as to just to put a one of those panels on, the detection panels, sonar, on one boat and test. Oh crap. I could retreat if I wanted to. Let me see what this guy does when I submerge. He can see me before I saw him. I mean, before I could start shooting at him, he was able to see me. Alright. Let me go ahead and just go in there and I'll kill the other Kodiak. My memory serves there's like a mine like right around here. That was just trying to remember from last month. At least now I got the Kodiak salt dead. Now here that my goal, I'm going to see if I can, as soon as I see torpedoes coming out, I'm going to stop. So I don't want to actually get all the way to that green spot. Alright. I'm sure I could win that fight, but I'm not going to go. I'm not going to try. I hate that your boats don't actually dock anymore until you're inside the base. I really don't like that. There's a proto in the strike campaign. Wow. Yeah, I couldn't sub these interceptors, that's for sure. I just remember these guys got like crazy evade and alright. Now I probably need to come in here at this point with my nuke cruisers, and I'm going to try to avoid coming this way just because I don't want to have to deal with the 2 torp base. It's bad enough I'm going to have to deal with the Kodiak and the interceptor, but if I don't have to hit these torp base at all, then I'm not going to. So I basically want to come in. I'm going to probably take out some of these like launchers. I'm not too worried about the coaxials, but they're going to be in the way. These ones here will anyway. But I want these, and I want to take out the missiles here, the new missiles.